Friday, the Archdiocese of New York will install a new archbishop for the first time in nearly 17 years, replacing Cardinal Dolan. The Archbishop-designate Ronald Hicks will take on the role after a ceremony on Friday. Joining us now is Father Thomas Massaro, professor of moral theology at Fordham University. Father, welcome.
Glad to be with you, Cindy.
So for anyone who is not familiar, let's talk about the role of the leader of the Archdiocese and what they oversee.
Well, anybody who's the Archbishop of New York City, with headquarters there at St. Patrick's Cathedral, has a really big job. It's probably one of the most important jobs in the Catholic Church in the United States. Just think about it. The New York Archdiocese, it includes 3 of the counties of New York City, Staten Island, Manhattan, and the Bronx, and then 7 more counties going upstate from Westchester to Rockland, et cetera. So over 1 million Catholics are in this group, actually closer to 2 million, and the Archbishop has a kind of a spiritual authority over them. And I hasten to add, all of New York State, which has 7 other dioceses, technically comes under the Archbishop of New York. He's the metropolitan that oversees the bishops in those 7 dioceses as well. So it's a big job.
Definitely. Now, Cardinal Dolan has led for 17 years. Why is he leaving, and how was his replacement selected?
Well, the Vatican mandates a mandatory retirement age of 75 for every bishop and archbishop included. So Cardinal Dolan reached that last February, so he's now 76, and you have to submit a letter of resignation on your 75th birthday, and the Vatican moved slowly. It took them about 11 months to get around to accepting that letter, and some of your viewers and listeners may recall that it was last December 18th, about 6-7 weeks ago, that the Vatican announced it had chosen a successor, Ronald Hicks, he was the bishop of the Diocese of Joliet, Illinois, just south of Chicago. Now, so Cardinal Dolan has been leading our diocese for the last 7 weeks, kind of waiting for this day, February 6th. Friday is tomorrow, the actual handoff. And meanwhile, Bishop Hicks has been preparing to move to New York. He's here now, by the way, and take over the reins of the Archdiocese of New York, which will happen tomorrow.
And Father, what do we know about Archbishop-designate Hicks?
Well, I certainly believe he is very well prepared to assume this important role. For 5 years, he has been the Bishop of Joliet, Illinois, a middle-sized diocese. So New York is a big step up. But I think he's been well prepared. Before that, he worked as an auxiliary bishop of the Archdiocese of Chicago, another huge diocese, under Cardinal Cupich, a very good leader of Chicago. And before that, by the way, he worked in a number of interesting jobs, including, perhaps most notably, 5 years that he spent as a missionary in Mexico and El Salvador. Now think about the Spanish language skills that he has from those years. So he's very eager, he's already said this, to work with the Hispanic community in New York, sizable as it is. And I happen to know that all of the prayers that he's going, or all the songs that he's going to use at the liturgies today of Vespers at 5, and tomorrow in the installation Mass, 2 o'clock, St. Patrick's Cathedral, will be Spanish songs.
And let's talk about tonight's evening prayer service, which, as you said, is called the Vespers. Can you tell us a little about what this ceremony will be like?
Yes, it's an optional thing. Tonight, no handoff of power will happen tonight. It's all tomorrow is the juridical events. But it's a beautiful tradition that the Catholic Church and many other Christians have of gathering as a community of faith several times a day, but in the evening, and following a routine of prayer. And by the way, every priest uses this very thick book of Christian prayer, we call it the breviary, to every day, several times a day, to have psalms. Some of them, sometimes they're set to music. So when they gather tonight, there'll be a choir, there'll be an organ, and maybe some other musicians accompanying them, several psalms. I believe that the Archbishop-designate Hicks will have a short homily, probably no more than 3 minutes, but a chance for him to, between prayers, to say a few words about his hopes for the job. So Vespers tonight from 5 to 5:45, and then a big ceremony tomorrow at St. Patrick's Cathedral at 2.
Father Thomas Massaro, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.